What you want out of life is not just wealth. It's not just health. It's not just love. It's not just happiness. It's all four. I call it the 4 pillars of the good life. And it's like, I've met people who are billionaires, but they don't have their health. So their life's horrible. I've met people who have great health. You see them in the gym. They got muscles, but they have no money. So they're also not happy. I've met people who have love. They have friends. They have romance. They have, they seemingly have it all, but they're not that healthy and they don't have financial independence. And I met people that say they're happy, but they don't have health, love, or wealth, and I don't believe them. So at the end of the day, your journey on earth is how to juggle 4 things at once. And society idolizes sometimes the billionaire or the pro athlete without remembering that the one who wins is the one who dies with all 4. The one who passes that on to their kids, the one who experiences that every year of their life. So I'll tell people, it's like, look, it's great if you can make millions. It's great if you can get big biceps. It's great if you can find the love of your life, and have 5 kids and everybody. But go after the 4 pillars of the good life. And I started talking about this 10 years ago exactly. I launched something called the 67 Steps. It was a big movement. Over 100,000 people have gone through it. In fact, I think somebody told me it's like the #1 self-development course in human history ever sold online by how many people who saw it. And, now it's 10 years later, and it was 67 videos, things that I had learned from my mentors. But it was much more around money. I had 5 multi-millionaire mentors who took me from sleeping on a couch in Clayton, North Carolina with $47 in my bank account to, they showed me how to make my first $1 million. And, but now 10 years later, I realized like what you really need is the new 67 Steps, which has 67 lessons, but like some of them on physical health, anti-aging, some of them on wealth, making money, some of them have love, reading people's psychology, who you should marry, how many kids you should have, what age, how do you date in the modern world, and happiness. How do you really find happiness? I was talking to a guy who was actually a billionaire, a friend of mine, and he said, Tai, more than ever, I'm not into material things. He's like, I'm struggling to find happiness. So for those of you who heard of the 67 Steps or you want to explore this, I just launched the new version. It's been 10 years. It's got a big following, and I was like, I got to record 67 more videos. So I'm gonna put a link below if you want to go. Just go to 67steps.com and watch the free video that's there first. You don't have to put an email in. You don't have to put a phone number. You don't have to put a credit card. Watch as I explain why you need the 67 steps or something similar. Like if you don't want the 67 steps, don't give up in life till you find the mentors that will give you a way to shave 10 years off the learning curve, save a decade of your life of wasted time. #1 thing you want to avoid in life is regret, because if you make a mistake, you can never take it back. If you launch the wrong business, if you choose the wrong career, marry the wrong person, follow the wrong diet, all those things are deadly, and you'll never get those years back. So you always want to trade your money for time if you can. That's why I traveled the world for my first 5 mentors, Joel Salatin, Alan Nation, a guy named Mike Stainback. And since then, in the last 10 years, I've been in business with 3 guys on the Forbes list. I'm asking them questions. I'm trading money, trying to use money to get answers. So if you feel lost in life, if you're like, what's the next step for health, wealth, love, happiness? How do I find the good life? I call that the beautiful life. The purpose of life is not health. The purpose of life, not wealth. The purpose of life, not even love. It's not even happiness. The purpose of life is to live the good life, or you could call it the beautiful life. And I define the beautiful life as the symmetrical life. So you need symmetry. So go watch this video. It's important. The most important video I think you've seen this whole year.